Hello and welcome to our fourth video in our blackjack series, where we're going to be looking at the private void play click method. So what I've done is I've copied and pasted my code in chunks here so that we can talk our way through it. If I was to type it all out, it would just take forever. So the first thing we're going to look at is that we need to initialize or declare our new random. And our new random is going to be called card draw. Then we're going to make our first card and we're going to label them with letters. So the first card is going to be A. So A is going to be determining the suit, and that's why we're going to use card draw.next 1, 5, which can give us 1 to 4. And 1 to 4 talks about our 4 different suits of the card. And then A2 is the second number of our double array. And it's going to be 1 to 14 because there are 13 cards. So card1.source equals new bitmap image, new URI, the card, and then we're using our double array A2. So it's going to go get that card, whatever these random numbers took. Then we're coming to the second card, and this is for the player, of course. So the second card, we need to set something up so you can't get the same card. So we're going to do it a little bit backwards. We are going to make the second card because while loops run while they're true. So as long as A is equal to B and A2 is equal to B2, we declare that they are the exact same card, and then we're going to run it while A is equal to B and A2 is equal to B2. So we'll keep running this while loop until it is false. And that means they're not the same. And then card2.source is equal to that, B, B2. Now, the third card gets a little bit trickier because now we're going to declare that C is equal to A. So therefore, C is equal to A and C2 is equal to A2. The third card is equal to the first card, or the third card is equal to the second card. We're going to continue to run it, so that way we can't have the third card. Now, in blackjack, when you first hit play, you're going to see only 2 cards for the player. So therefore, card 3, we've already determined which number it is going to be and which suit it's going to be, but we're not flipping the card. We're just making it null. So the card will still be turned over. Then the fourth card is going to do the same thing. We're going to make sure that the fourth card will run as long as the fourth card is equal to the first card, and the fourth card is equal to the second card, and the fourth card, or the fourth card is equal to the third card. So the while loop will run if any of those are true. Until it's false, then it'll move to the fifth card. And again, card.source equals null because only 2 cards come up. Then we're going to do the same thing again, but now you got to make sure that the fifth card is not equal to the first one. And we're saying it's going to run if it is equal, or if it's equal to the second one, or if it's equal to the third, or if it's equal to the fourth. And that is all your player cards. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, and we need to understand that if you've only got 1 deck of cards, you can't have the same card, even though the player cards. So then this conditional statement gets longer and longer each time until you get to the end of the 10th card. Then we've got to add up some points, and that's really important to be able to do that. So let's have a look at it now. We're going to say if A2 is less than 10, you don't need to talk. So to deal with points, you don't need to know what suit it is in. You only need to know the card number. So if A2 is greater than 10, then A2 is equal to 10 points. So that means that Jack, Queen, or King, they all get 10 points. If B2 is greater than 10, B2 gets 10 points. So if you happen to have 2 face cards, you'd have 20 points. And A2 and B2 are for the player. Now, we've also got to have an if statement. If A2 is equal to 1, which means it's an ace, then A2 is equal to 11, And this is where that boolean comes in, where we have to be able to say that the ace is true. Because if the ace is true, then we can't have a second ace, because 2 aces at 11 will give us 22, and then we'd bust. So then, if ace is true, we've got if else b2 is equal to 1, then b2 is equal to 11. Ace is equal to true. So either one of the cards could turn it to true. The D score is equal to H2. Now if we go back here and look at the 6th card, the 6th card is actually the back dot ping, because that's called the hold card. We don't flip that one over, so we're not even getting points for that yet. So that's why we're going to H2, which is the 7th card. And that will give us our points for the dealer. So that gets you your points there. Then, if the D score is greater than 10, D score is equal to 10. So again, if it's a face card, you're going to get 10 points. Else if H2 is equal to 1, D score is equal to 11, and the ace 2, so ace variable boolean is for the player cards, and ace 2 is for the dealer cards. Now the player score, the P score, is going to be equal to the first card plus the second card. Now we're going to call for some text into our text boxes, and these are all the X names of the text blocks. So we have an A number, and we have B number, and then we've got play.visibility. So this is going to, these three are going to determine whether we can see those buttons or not. But let's go back to this A number.text. Convert to string P score. So to show it in our text block, it needs to be a text, not a number. So you got to convert it from a number to a string. And B number, you got to do the same thing. After we've hit play and the game has started, the play is going to turn invisible by play.visibility equals visibility.collapsed semicolon. And the hit is going to show by making it visible, and the stay is going to make it show by making it visible. So let's go Control S, and let's test it. And we'll hit play, and we've got 3 and 7 is equal to 10, and the score on the card here. Now hit and stay, we've done nothing yet. That's for the next video. And that is how you do the play click method. Thanks for watching.